there were no selfies and iPhones and things of that nature, and the way that this monarchy has had to adapt with the technology that you see it. And he obviously has very strong feelings, ideas about green energy in particular.
I hope he threw.
To hear that from him today, but he has some direction that he wants to take the country. But in the meantime, right now, I think being there and knowing that you're always going to be on camera and having a chance to smile and shake these people's hands is really wonderful. Duncan, if you could just hold for just a moment. Let's go to Jonathan Hunt. You are still there as King Charles.
Wow, how many
and
people are
Queen
there?
Consort have arrived at Buckingham Palace. Jonathan Hunt, what are you seeing?
She's talking to Charles. She's having a conversation with him. Can you get my garbage?
The flag is now
They're all girls.
King Charles and Queen Consort
Oh, shit.
just a few minutes ago, and to the surprise and delight of the many who have gathered outside Buckingham Palace, actually getting out of the car and greeting some of the thousands who have, since yesterday, since the awful
They're all women.
yesterday, have been coming to the gates of Buckingham Palace to
Camilla's
pay
gonna
their
get
respects
pissed.
to Queen Elizabeth and now to great King Charles III.
Jeez.
And we can hear some of them singing "God Save the King" as they
Well,
greet him.
you could sing something else, but it's not going to do much good.
Lead this nation in the very stoic and classy way that Queen Elizabeth did for all of those 70 years. So this is a joyful moment amid great sadness, of course, but this is a joyful moment for those outside Buckingham Palace, seeing their new monarch, King Charles III, arrive and get out of the car to step them in what is a very, very human moment for him, and perhaps something that a lot of people would not have expected.
How long is he going to go?
He's not necessarily known as having the common touch as much as some others, for instance his own son William, but here you're certainly seeing...
I want his autograph. Can you do that? Can you ask for the King's autograph?
He takes on the extraordinary legacy of
I think that's rude.
Elizabeth II.
The irony.
He's kind of, this is exhausting. This is a long line. I wear sunglasses. I don't like flowers. I'm a dude.
Not to overstate it, but in his first public act as king, he chose this.
Keep the flowers.
In the year 2022, it is probably considered appropriate and necessary, and for him to tie the bond from his mother of 70 years of rule to him, this will be seen as a moment.
You sure will. Duncan, can we get your thoughts as he continues to shake the hands? There's a lot of condolences being offered, but many smiles as well, and well wishes and good wishes for his reign.
Why don't they put all women up there?
To you all speak. I mean,
Why there's women behind him?
There is a sense, and I've never personally
They're
really
all women.
yet, there is a
Jesus.
sense that Prince Charles finally,
Oh my goodness!
King Charles, is stepping out of the shadows. As Bill mentioned, Prince Charles, when he was Prince Charles, was absolutely overshadowed by his first wife, Diana. And we know how awful
They're kissing him.
the whole episode could have stopped.
I
this
can't
day
believe they let him
from being
kiss him.
possible with sitting outside Buckingham
He took a
Palace.
flower.
What happened? And
He gave it to the girl.
Restoring calm. Doesn't it feel a bit like Prince Charles has also come out of the shadow a little bit? Perhaps his mother
I'd say he's
been
ready.
waiting since he was
Look at the
4
phone. Put the
years
phone
old
down,
to
honey.
this job. And
You only get to meet the
he's
king
the last
once.
person that would wish a time of death to be as abrupt as it ultimately was. He's ready, and I think stepping out there at
I think he's ready.
for me, that's a symbol. Right, I'm out of the shadows. This is my time, and we're gonna do this together. It's very important there. The first images are not him shaking Prime Minister's hands.
No.
Yuck. You know, as Bill said, absolutely significant.
Yeah, I mean, listen, here in the U.S., Dana, we expect our, he's not a politician, but we expect our people of the public to interact with.
How long can he do this? Uh-oh, microphone? What the hell's a microphone? You can't. Can he interview the Prince? Can we get an interview?
I was listening to some of the stories
King,
about,
whatever.
For example, Queen Elizabeth II and her younger
He's
sister
shaking everyone's
convinced their
hand.
parents,
That's amazing.
as World War II ended, for them
He's
to
got a
be able
mask
to go
on,
out
great.
without
I don't see the
escort,
pointless here.
to go out and be amongst the people. And she said that at the time she remembered just everybody linking arms and smiling and dancing down Whitehall. And I think we forget that.
Unreal, man.
Because
They're
we
like,
have
you
our
gotta
freedom,
go
we
out there and you
have our
gotta do this
problem
today,
that
dude.
It is quite
You
different
might be
for
a
somebody like King
fucking
Charles.
germaphobe or
Of course, he
whatever,
also
but you
lives
gotta
with it,
do
and
this,
he
pal.
understands, I believe he understands the privilege
Get your
of
buns
the
out there.
position that he's in and the responsibility that we have here. We don't know how long
There's
he's
the
going to
end.
continue to do this. It looks like he might be trying to.
Hey,
When it came to the end, he did the
He's
whole.
like, holy crap, man.
The king.
He's like, I didn't really expect this.
In ways that we are not used to seeing.
Hey, I'm the king.
That are lined up there.
Give way.
And looks like he's going to head back into Buckingham Palace here just one moment.
I would. I'd go hide.
His speech, by the way, this afternoon, 1 o'clock our time, 6 o'clock prime time there in the evening in London. Dana, I think you can make the argument, I don't know if Duncan would agree with this or not, but the words that he uses today will possibly
Here
be
she
the most
comes.
important speech he gives.
Oh boy. It's going to be a hard transition.
Duncan, do you have a thought on that?
I do. I mean, I think your guest Nigel Farage alluded to this earlier, but make no mistake, today we will see a very, very significant moment in British history when the King of England, the new King of England, actually talks to the public for the first time as King.
Wow. What are you going to say?
Priorities. He will obviously pay tribute to his
Now
incredible
what?
mother.
What did they do?
And I'm
Oh,
sure
shit.
he'll pay tribute to those sorts of people he's just met at Buckingham Palace. The public reaction in this country for his mother.
He's like, what do you want, man? What do you want?
Like this before.
I'm the king.
That is a moment that will go
It's
down.
good to be the
I
king.
don't know. I mean, you think about it. Prince Charles age 4 when he knew one day this speech would be made. You know,
And he's 73 too?
So,
70 years ago, he knew he was going to do this.
At a wedding or something, and you've had a few months to think about it. I think that makes it even more nerve-wracking. Having 70 years to plan your speech, but a big, significant moment. He has to get off on exactly the right footing.
Now he's walking over to the other side of
He's
Buckingham
the
Palace, where you
third,
have
man.
additional
3
flowers
times they got it wrong.
at the gate.
2 times they get it right.
Hooray for the king and the queen consort, Camilla.
Seems to me, Dana, he's 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah.
On day 1 here, technically. And a moment ago, we heard in the background, they've changed the words of the song from God Save the Queen to God Save the King, and
Just
that
that
was
easy.
one of the first times we had heard that.
I imagine that would be a little jarring for people who never have to
It's
say
just
God Save
that
the King.
easy. They just changed the
I
word.
think there are 2 things that strike me just watching the hours of coverage that we had earlier today. And one was from Martha when she said that it's hard to find anyone in the UK who has lived under a different monarch.
Right.
Number 1. And Piers Morgan, who said that she has never played the victim card in her life. You can debate that, whether or not that's the case, but there's a strong argument to be made that is true.
I mean, stiff upper lip was, after all that they went through as a family, like, you know, every family has some dysfunction. Theirs just happened to be on display for everyone to see in the world as King Charles there walks with Queen Consort Camilla. Let's see if they're about to enter Buckingham Palace. No doubt, you know, he also
that's
it's
the
an
entrance?
incredibly weighty day, and also he's mourning the loss of his mother. And to walk into Buckingham Palace for the first time without her,
That's
it can be. It's a huge palace, but it might feel a little lonely there today. Duncan, any thoughts as he walks with Queen Consort Camilla into the Buckingham Palace for the first
You can
time?
just call her queen.
Yes, I mean, this is about symbolism. People may not realise, listening and watching, that actually it's an office. Buckingham Palace is a symbolic building where mostly the staff of the monarch work, and things like visiting American presidents are hosted. Prince Charles lives a well-hit golf shot in front of Buckingham Palace in St James's Palace and the adjacent Clarence House.
Where does the Vice President of the United States live?
Really, for 3 or 4 decades. The big question now is he going to move his offices into Buckingham Palace? Is he even going to use Buckingham Palace? we still don't know. But on a day like today,
You
and
close
over
the
the
door?
next few days,
The door?
Buckingham Palace once again is that central
No.
national focal point of the royal family on Major. It's where bride and groom head on the day of their wedding to the balcony or to Buckingham Palace, and of course it was front and centre. It was the stage when we saw the Jubilee in July. So in June, sorry. So this is the arrival at Buckingham Palace is really more about symbolism. He probably hasn't even got a toothbrush in there. I mean,
I would beg to differ on that.
I'm sure
That's
someone will
'cause
bring one for him.
dummies.
Duncan, I have a question
That's
about
true.
staff. You know, when we have a changing of a president here, anybody who served at the pleasure of that president, your job is over at noon on January 20th. But is there more of a seamless continuity
Oh,
here
I guess
in
he
terms
went
of staff?
inside. You don't want to play no more.
Really good